So that's what went on there. So that infantry unit or the tank must have got a pretty high luck roll. Yep. So her day-to-day luck is no greater than any other CO. It was the infantry unit that would put was actually critical, getting an extra point damage. Getting some good strikes there. Infantry moving around. A couple tanks here. How am I dropping frames? This is not a game that you can drop frames with. Yeah. Sorry, I just looked over there. I can see on my OBS of how many frames I dropped. I'm wondering, how did I drop 50 frames? Bit of damage there onto the infantry unit, and we'll finish off there. Very nice. Battlecopter gets a great strike there. We do now have Urban Blight available. It'd be a good idea for Kindle to get as much power charge before she pops Urban Blight. Maybe charge for the tank to hit the recon, and ATR to hit the battlecopter. Nope, won't be able to hit. Maybe I'll hit that tank. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I can get a booster strike on that recon. Yep, advance was by red. Perhaps. It's just, I'm spectating, not even playing. And Rachel does go for a full Neo tank. Brings in the anti-air there. We'll get a good strike there. Bit of 50 funds worth of damage there. We'll get a strike there, so took a bit of damage in return. It's good hits there. We'll probably see Urban Light this turn, maybe not. Rachel does have access to Lucky Last, which is very unlikely. Improves her luck damage by how much again? From to 0 to plus 39, so effectively plus 30% possible luck, which effectively is round out to about plus 15% damage. Boosted, the full luck is also boosted by the plus 10 plus 10, so a little bit of compacting factor there. Let's just say maybe just round up to 20% there. But no Urban Blight. Gets a lot of good shots there. It's always a good idea to trade an anti-air for a battlecopter. It is cost effective. Anti-air tank. Let's see now. High Society is almost available. Probably won't see a High Society. How much? 20 properties. So that gave her about plus 60% firepower, which is actually quite good. Urban Blight has been popped. Let's see, we'll wound that tank there, that infantry unit up there, and this infantry unit. But the key factor is also the going from urbanized attacks from plus, whatchamacallit, plus 40% to plus 80%. You get ridiculous firepower benefits. Ooh, low, very low luck roll. Unlucky there. Or it was more of a 50-50 coin flip, honestly. And now we got covering fire. It's difficult to play around it. Finish off infantry unit there. Urban Blight wasn't too particularly great this turn. Tank, infantry, or battlecopter, infantry, artillery. Covering fire. It fires 3 missiles, of course, which first targets greatest accumulation of foot soldier HP, unit value, and then unit HP. So a lot of valuable stuff there. The foot soldier one more likely land here, or could actually land here, but does do friendly fire damage, so maybe not. But I have a feeling 1 or 2 missiles will land right there. And is she just not popping it this turn? Okay. Not popping this turn is very interesting. Okay, try to manipulate the best she could. That was already 7 HP. I am not so sure that was... It doesn't reveal it's a fog of war, so I'm not sure exactly where they've landed. I think the foot soldier infantry one hit there. HP one probably land right here. And value one probably either land on the tanks or on the battlecopter artillery. That's 9,600, so that's 1,500. Versus 7,700, that's 1,400. So probably one land here, here, and here. That's my guess. It's actually it's a little bit difficult to do bait out missiles. Looks like 2 landed here. So the HP one. Why did? Oh, 1 landed right here. Okay, so this is the value one. Hit the tank, battlecopter, and infantry right there. Well, that could have been the health one. 1 did land right here as expected. That was the health one. This was the value one. And the foot soldier HP one landed right there. So I did guess 2 out of 3 right. And Kindle starts a turn with 69,000 on the field. Rachel started a turn with 90,000, so Rachel has a pretty sizable advantage. Urban Blight could possibly pop this turn. Won't be able to get a boost strike on this tank this turn. Huh. That soundtrack, it continued on. I thought I disabled that. Oh, maybe I didn't. I don't know what's less buggy. Oh well. Urban Blight course now available. The Neotank stayed off of a property there because of Urban Blight. That would be an expensive repair. Let's see now. No possible booster strikes up here. Possible booster strike there, but unlikely. Nothing to really follow up after recon. Overall, Rachel's doing a good job avoiding Kindle's day-to-day passive, which is quite nasty. Does go ahead and slash the battlecopter, recon, anti-air, infantry, and tank. Oh, a decent amount of well, blight has been inflicted upon her opponent. Does get some good hits there. Does finish off some of those units there. I think could get a pot shot on the tank. I'm not sure if it's worth it. Decides to just pull back. Oh, the shore's right there. Tank, infantry, artillery. Why did I say tank? Battlecopter. Anti-air will put a pretty good shot there in the battlecopter. Maybe a good idea just to merge those two together. Neotank pushes forward, revealed itself now. Overall, it feels like Rachel has a pretty good grasp on the game. 96,077. Kindle's keeping at pace for the day-to-day income. Fish out that infantry unit there. We do have a mech deployed in the field. Takes time to shoot against Neotank with a 5 health battlecopter. Lucky Last now available. Artillery push forward to the forest. Very nice. Body blocks the artillery piece as well. It doesn't appear that Rachel may have spotted that artillery moving there. So the artillery piece may be able to get a good shot on that Neotank. We're going to have to wait and see. Mans to not machine gun down that battlecopter. And looks like the Neotank will not be struck by the artillery piece, but this regular tank is in range at least. Bit of a consolation prize. There's a good strike there on the artillery piece. Yep. And battlecopter goes down. Tank falls back. And I think as well, Rachel can have actually the possibility of just pulling back units to get repaired on up. 3 health for repair rate will drain a lot of funds, but it will actually save your bomber. Now Rachel's pulled out bomber. She has both a neo tank and a bomber, while Kindle just has tank and anti-aircraft. She's not pulling out anything that's above 10,000 or 10,000 greater funds. I try to do stream every single Monday. Oh, yeah, he did get that property on there. They've got this despicable neutral property may finally be captured, so Rachel will have 21,000. Rachel's Kindle's now deployed a neo tank, very nice, but another covering fire is going to be available, and that's going to be a pretty good target for the missiles. And Kindle will need that tank to be a full health deal with the Rachel tank or neo tank. Battlecopter infantry recon. Bit of damage there. Battlecopter heading up north. Anti-air should be ranged. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. So that battlecopter will be shot down. Recon. Battlecopter does a good strike there. Anti-air gets a good hit there on the recon. Yep. Possible flip down here. And has pushed forward, nice and forward right there. And this may be one of the few times where missile wouldn't be half bad. Because a missile is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A missile right here would lock down the airport. Of course, it'll be in open ground, easy to pick off, but still. Bomber push way forward, maybe the spot there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It did cross into the vision of that recon in the forest, so Kindle may realize there's a bomber there. All depends how close she's paying attention. Mech gets a boosted strike onto the tank, very nice. And the battlecopter will finish off. We do not have a covering fire available for Rachel. Pops Urban Blight now. Anti-air, of course, does spot some of that stuff up there. I wonder what be the primary goal for the Urban Blight. Takes out the anti-air. It's a good shot there. Takes out the recon, making some decent headway up north. And we looks like got a bit of a bait down here. The foot soldier missile strike down here. The accumulation of health could be around here. Yeah, that's a lot of targets over here. Maybe, I think it's all probably going. Accumulation health will probably strike right here, and value, it will probably strike the neo tank. I'm podcasting value, health, foot soldier. That anti-air and tanks next to the city there. Oh wait, no. The one artillery piece is in range, this other one's not in range. I misread that. And okay, we've got this down to 4 health, so we've got 2 missiles there. Oh, thank you for the YouTube subscription. Welcome to the channel. And yep, value, and I think I guessed correctly right here. So I think I did guess correctly. I think here, here, and here. I wonder if Kindle can squeeze out an Urban Blight to hit that Neo tank. Maybe not. Yep, but it's on 3 stars of property. Let's see. will be it will be a good value for the artillery piece. Gets a good strike there, but of course, if there's an Urban Blight, reducing down to 7 health reduces our defense stars would be quite nice. But now Kindle's gonna push forward down south here. Take out some of these outlying units, interrupts the capture. The infantry units can just merge, or they got on properties, get healed up. Stops, interrupts the capture, stops the capture. Has this bomber been revealed yet? So it's all 9 ammo, so maybe not. Well, then again, we know Kindle briefly saw it. Neotank, of course, got healed back to full, but that was decent funds drain. Kindle or Rachel started to turn 14,000 out of 21. Daily income. Just a bit of rotation around. Property here they get boost strikes off of. Tank. Just tank because of the Neotank repairs. This Neotank is out of range. Gets a decent strike there. Pops Urban Blight, which will strike a good number of units. Probably it was cost effective. I think he could have Kindle could have squeezed out a little bit extra power charge. For example, I think that would be about not too much power charge there, but a little drop counts. Assuming power charge is liquid. Recon, battlecopter. Takes out the anti-air there. There's another anti-air ready to push forward with our caster vision. And of course, we can see that strike the battlecopter, then the tank can strike the tank. Anti-air infantry. Kindle's turn starts to turn 14,000. So a decent amount of repairs thanks to this Neo tank. Starts to turn to 122,000 versus Rachel's 135. Rachel still has 2,000 extra income, which is nice. It does add up, but nothing critical that can't be overcome. Gets a lot of good hits there. Reaching on through, battlecopter strikes, hits the artillery piece as well. So there's quite a sizable front there, but with our cast division, we see there's no anti-air up there, which means this bomber is going to reign supreme. Of course, will Rachel know that she can push aggressively forward the bomber? This recon's at 1 health, so she has a very good vision in this region. Only can't be concerned about a couple force. But I think Rachel can get some great hits of the bomber. Lucky Lass is available. Takes the battlecopter, bomber, nukes the 9 health Neo tank. Artillery gets a bit of damage there. Neo tank strikes there, pops the covering fire, which I think health and value and infantry, I think it all struck down here. Can't say exactly, the health doesn't really update. Went down to 1 health, yeah, that thing got struck. Fog, it doesn't update in the fog of war. She has the recon. I will personally risk it, to be honest. Kill the copter, get the Neo, which, yep, that's what she did. Of course, there's always delay. I know about stream delay and all that sort. And pops Urban Blight and surrenders. This Angrade saying, thank you for watching, and on to the next replay.